Two quick observations. One, religious. The Pope Francis, who has absolutely no knowledge of Ukraine or the situation with Russia and Ukraine, made another gaffe on Sunday. Ukrainians have banned the activity of those religious institutions that would justify Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Imagine in World War II if there were some sort of German set of churches in America that were to continue to actively support Germany's attack or Japanese attack. Would they be left open? No. Imagine during the Cold War if the Russian Orthodox Church in this country had been controlled by KGB agents and they went around saying that we should accommodate and give in to the Russians. Can you imagine? They would be closed. Okay? Freedom of religion does not mean that you have the freedom to advocate murder and aggression. Doesn't it's like the old saying, your free speech is limited by yelling fire in a crowded theater when there is no fire. Okay, you cannot use your speech to harm people. So the Ukrainians have banned this. Now they're giving the churches that happen to be under the KGB agent Cyril of Moscow. They're giving them 9 months to break away. 2014, 80% of Ukraine is Orthodox. They were all basically under the Moscow patriarch. But in 2014, they started to break away. Now there are two churches, and the abbreviation is kind of tricky. There is the UOC, Ukrainian Orthodox Church, and you can take that word Ukrainian and scratch it out and put Russian. It's Russian Orthodox Church / Ukrainian Orthodox Church. And then there's now the new one, the OCU, Orthodox Church of Ukraine. So it's, when they abbreviate these things in Ukrainian reports, I really have to step back and see which one are they talking about. Anyway, so the Ukrainians know the difference. They know when somebody is the kind of pastor that when a Ukrainian soldier dies fighting the Russians, he won't let that Ukrainian soldier be buried from his Ukrainian Orthodox Church. They know the difference between that and a Ukrainian priest. And they don't want to continue having these people have a free pulpit, literally, in the middle of Ukraine to tell Ukrainians to give up, and it's Ukrainians' fault. If you're murdered or raped or tortured by the Russians, it really was your fault. Anyway, so Pope Francis, he says, "Oh, don't ban the churches. Don't touch the churches. The churches." The man has no idea of anything at all. And in 2.5 years, the bishops of Ukraine, Ukrainian Greek Catholic bishops and others, have failed to teach him what's going on. He doesn't know. He doesn't have any idea. When he was in Argentina, he studied Russian history. And Russian history means Russian propaganda. In my study, I have an old children's book from the 1890s. And the children were traveling around the world. And when they got to Russia, there was no Ukraine because under the Russian Empire, the Russian emperors tried their best to destroy anything Ukrainian. There were actually more Catholic eparchies in the Orthodox Church. They don't talk about dioceses; they talk about eparchies. And there was a Catholic eparchies in eastern Ukraine. The last one finally caved in 1875 under the imperial Russian program to destroy the Ukrainian language and culture. They continued this when they became communists. They've continued this now when they become a federation. They want to destroy what is Ukrainian. Pope Francis has no idea because he was educated and brainwashed in the imperial uh, propaganda. That's why when he had a Zoom meeting with Roman Catholics in Moscow last year, he said to them, culture, 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 remember the culture. Remember Peter the Great and Catherine II, imperialist murderers who did this to Ukraine. He is ignorant. So he thinks that the Ukrainians have all of a sudden decided, well, we're going to be vengeful. We're going to hurt those Ukrainian Orthodox churches. We're going to ban them. No, they're trying to stop a systematic program by the KGB, by Russia, and I keep on saying KGB. It's still the same. They have a different abbreviation now, but it's the same. Putin was KGB. Patriarch Cyril was KGB. Okay, these people have no interest in God whatsoever, unless they can, maybe make use of him in some way. So Pope Francis says, don't touch the churches, don't touch the churches. Poor Ukrainian Greek Catholics, they have to continually make excuses for this poor man who has terrible, terrible pastoral judgment, not only on the issue of Ukraine, but on many others. But anyway, I want to put that out there, and I hope that you didn't mind me spending a few minutes to rant and rave about poor Pope Francis. God bless.